Hey, hey, hey. It's just
Hey,
been the Joneses with Boss and April. We's back.
we's
Just
back.
been the Joneses. Just been the Joneses.
Mm, 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 mm.
Okay, so we back for another episode of Just Being the Joneses. Today we're going to be talking about love languages. Yeah.
Oh boy,
But
love
before we
languages.
jump into that love language conversation, we're gonna get in this would you rather. So I'm a go ahead on and hit you with my would you rather, right? Mine kind of go along the theme of the conversation today. So would you rather
Mm-hmm.
have no physical touch for the rest of your life
The other.
and be with someone who goes above and beyond to love you in all your other love languages, or be with someone who gives physical touch but isn't capable of loving you in any other way?
Mm, 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 mm. And how long I'm with this person?
Forever, forever, forever.
God, dog. That's a good one there. Um, shoot, I love physical touch too much.
'Cause-
God dang.
so you
I
rather
don't
be
know.
treated like crap as long as you can be touched?
Well, you didn't say treat it like crap. Now, how good is
All of
the
these
touching?
questions, all that. You just answer the question.
All right. Give me hmm, give me the. Well, I guess I got to give up physical touches, but I'm probably cheat though. Shoot. So hey, you know what I like. She know what I
Mm-mm-mm.
like.
Mm.
I'm probably cheat though. If you can't get it together, you better figure it out,
You might be the problem.
please.
It might be one of them situations where if she touch you, you'll die. She'll die.
Mm.
You might be cussed. All right. What's mine?
No. What would you rather do?
I'm
Nah, hell
trying.
no.
I
Oh,
was trying
oh
to get
hell
out
no.
of it.
Oh hell no.
I would rather. Ooh, it's hard not to be being touched. Oh my god, touching me.
Yeah.
But I also would like. I like to be loved, and nah, I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna have to go with the latter. I'm gonna have to go with being just loving me in all the other ways
Yeah, I
and
guess.
have an open
So.
relationship. No, I'm joking.
I'm not joking. 'Cause I'm telling you, somebody, I'm gonna have a work wife or something.
Oh my god, here we
Yeah.
go.
All right. And my would you rather what is would you rather give up oral sex or your top 3 favorite foods?
Or sex.
Yep.
Because I like food a lot.
I know.
And you always be trying. What about you?
Mm. I'd rather give up my foods.
You just gonna find some new favorite
I'll
food.
find new favorite foods. Yeah. Shoot.
Okay. All right. So, with that being said, we're gonna jump into this. So we did love languages a couple times over the span of the years that we've been together. So we've been married for 14 years. So we done did this love language quiz a couple times here and there sporadically. We were even reading the book Five Love Language by Gary Chapman before.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and that was years ago. But so we decided to do a updated love language quiz, right? So we were supposed to have he guess what my new ones is. If it's in the changes, I guess his, but he looked at mine, okay? Because I
No,
made a
tell it.
mistake and sent
Oh,
it to him.
oh,
Okay.
I was
I
about to
made a
say,
mistake
tell
and
the
sent
truth
it to
now.
you. So but we were supposed to be guessing the top 3. I think he only looked at my top 2.
I saw
So
all of them, but I just
well, I would tell you, well, we'll talk about mine first since you looked at them. So my primary love language is quality time.
Mm.
And the second one is acts of service.
Yeah.
And the third is physical touch. Can you see that?
I see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. Because you definitely love quality time.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do.
And acts of service. You like when I do things for you.
Mm-hmm.
And physical touch. You like touches.
Yeah, I do. So I'm gonna guess. So I'm gonna assume that yours is quality time, physical touch, and acts of service.
Wrong.
Because before it was physical touch first. That was your primary. But I'm gonna assume now that it's
still my first.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. My
well, you gotta be
my top 3.
You gotta be spending some quality time to be being touched.
Hey, the quiz. I thought the quiz broke too. Something ain't look right when I finished it. But
well, how much percentage is your physical touch?
Is
you got
37% physical touch, and then words of affirmation 30%, and then acts of service 17%.
Oh, I'm surprised at the words of affirmation versus the quality time.
I know. Yeah, that's why it didn't look right. I don't know about this quiz.
No, it's right. It's just in the way you answer the questions,
I guess. But something just didn't look right. I don't really agree with the top 3.
Well, what would you think your top 3 should be?
I think it should be more physical touch
first. So that's right.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Quality time second, and then I think acts of service third.
So we should have the same one, except it's moved around. So quality time would be you would say that's your second one. That's my first one. Physical touch is my third one, and that's your first one. Right. But then acts of service is right in the middle there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
But well, for me, but that would have been your third one.
is this Chapman or Gottman's? Whoever this
Chapman, Gary Chapman. All right. But you know, we both Aquariuses, so I could kind of see how they could be similar in nature. But yeah. But also, I think, you know, so they say your quality time. I mean your acts of what am I talking about? Your love language tends to come from your upbringing. Like, what did you? I guess what you received growing up or something. But I think mine is kind of like the opposite. Because my biggest one is quality time. Yeah. And I think that I could have had more quality time, you know, when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like my mama did spend, like, I was around my mama a whole lot, but it was my dad that had more because he worked a lot and then, you know, stuff like that. So
the church.
Yeah. So, you know, that was what that was his thing. Yeah. So I think but I remember I used to enjoy every time we did get together, when we got together as a family, because we did have certain times where, okay, maybe every Thursday we did this, or, you know, for a while. And, you know, every Sunday we had this routine for a while, like, you know, or whatever. Of course, church was first, and then we might go out to eat or something like that. But I think that but when I was growing up, I do remember really, really enjoying spending time together as a family.
Good. Okay.
You know, because with my mom, I was with her all the time. Like, okay, on Saturdays, whenever she did her stove stuff and all that stuff, most of the time I was with her, or I was with my sisters.
Yeah.
So, you know, and they were, after they grew up and moved out and all of that stuff, like, they are a lot older than me. So I was like with them. a lot of weekends I was gone, so
Right.
at some point in my childhood. So, but I did spend a significant amount of time with my mama, not as significant amount, much significant amount of time with my dad.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
um, so yeah, that's. But I do, but I did like having like even with friends coming over and hanging out and different stuff like that. I like that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So I like even now, like I like to spend time with my friends.
That's
That's
right.
one of the things that I do. Like I arrange for us to
try
meet
it.
up or do something. Like I like spending time with my friends.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
of course, you know how much I love to spend time with you.
You love being down with me. You love your man.
So quality time is big for me.
Yeah.
But if I had to say that, okay, so would you say that there's a love language outside of Gary Chapman's 5 that you might have?
Man. I guess I should have thought about that more.
Me?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to update y'all.
So you gotta think about.
Yeah, I think so.
Me personally, feed me.
Feed you?
Feed me, Seymour.
I can see that.
Yeah. Like that's another one of my love languages for real. Like feed me some good old food, like some good food.
Yeah.
Wine and dine me, okay? That is.
But I do, and
And you do, yeah.
So all right, so where would that rank though? Would it be in your top 3 or 4 of 6, or would you replace that with one of the 5?
Well, I would say that goes into acts of service in a sense.
Yeah, see, it's
not really. Well, I don't know if it go into. It also could be considered.
That's what I'm saying. It would be kind of hard to come up with something new because everything you might think of
might go into one of the 5
categories. Yeah,
because gift giving could be you giving me. Okay, you
giving
taking me to dinner.
Taking you to dinner. So that's like a gift or at the service because I'm taking you. You know, providing that service.
Or quality time.
Quality time. Yeah.
Because the acts of service would be more so cooking for me or feeding me. Like literally feeding me. Yeah. But it'd be more quality time taking me to go eat. Yeah. But I love food. So good food.
It'd be quality time and a gift.
Yeah.
Because I'm spending money on it.
Yeah. But yeah. But you know what? One of them things about love languages.
What?
Is people tend to love other people in their love language. And
not acknowledging or not loving in the person's love language, the recipient.
Yeah, like it's you got to be real intentional about loving them in their love language versus your own, because yours gonna come naturally.
But you got to think about it more, put more effort into it. Like, all right, what's their love language? Oh yeah, acts of service. So let me, you got to
Because see, whereas your primary love language is physical touch.
Yeah.
My primary love language is quality time.
Quality time.
But see, that's also we both enjoy spending time with each other. But that's my primary.
It goes hand in hand anyway.
Yeah.
Because we do spend a lot of time together.
Yeah.
A majority of my days is with you. My time is with you anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Whether we doing something, just sitting around watching TV on the couch, or we out and about, run the streets or whatever.
Yeah. But sometimes people think that, oh, I done did all of these. They think people are ungrateful and unappreciative because they feel like they're doing so much and putting so much into a relationship or into a person, and the person still may seem or complain or it still may seem like they're missing something, but it may be because they're not loving them. They're loving them in their language, not the other person's language. So it's like you're putting all of your love language into me, not my love language into me.
Yeah. That's something that definitely have to be learned because like we said before, it's it's going to come natural for the person to give in their love language, but knowing the other person, the recipient's love language, is something that you got to kind of try to do. And everybody's different.
Yeah.
Everybody's different. So it's going to come a lot easier to some people. It may come easier to women versus, men trying to do that because Men are providers, most men are providers. And we do what a provider's going to do it the way he knows how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So it may it just may come different to. I mean, it varies person to person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so
but I do think it's important. I do think it's important that you know and acknowledge it and try sometimes.
I think that like sometimes we also overlook that our kids have love languages too. Like when we raise the kids, they also have love languages. Ooh. So we might sometimes overlook loving them in their love language.
Absolutely. Yeah. So should we make them do? We got to make them do the quiz.
Well, there is a quiz. Like there is a quiz you can do for your kids to figure out what their love language is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Gottman's?
And you. It's not. This is Chapman.
Chapman. Oh.
But but yeah, that's a thing. Sometimes we are so involved in our romantic relationships and trying to be intentional about that. But our kids have their love languages and how they feel, or how they actually feel loved.
Yeah,
and that's sometimes we don't look at. As parents, like that's really something I really didn't even think about until I really got into doing therapy. For
they
people.
like gifts. Shoot, gifts is all kids. Cam want Robux and food. He want pizza and Robux. He'll love you to death if you give him that.
And some kids like physical touch. They like to be hugged and, stuff like that. Like to prop up with you on the couch and put their foot on you, just feel like they got to touch you. Or, quality time, spending time together and stuff.
Yeah, true.
So it's different. Or they like to be praised or, words of affirmation, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because did we say what all the 5 love languages is, or we just said what ours is? Because it was quality time, acts of service, physical touch, receiving gifts, words of affirmation. Those are the 5. Yeah. So.
But I try to do all those anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean.
Yeah.
Because they're kids, they really need all that. When they do something wrong, you still you get on them, but you still give them words of encouragement. Like you said before, positive reinforcement. You may get on them about something, but hey, you did this, but hey, you did do this well though. So I do appreciate that. What I'm saying? Try to use that positive reinforcement. Physical touch. Sometimes I like, grab his shoulders, or I still tickle them a little bit here and there, just for a few seconds. And
for some reason, you like to tickle people because, like, if I be sitting there and I got an attitude with you or something, I'm mad with you, you like to come try to tickle me. Like, don't tickle me, dude.
It works. It works. And then
you did, because you try to take the power away from the other person by tickling them. The power of them being saying or something.
I know how to get you smiling. But
that's because it don't take much.
Yeah, it's me. It don't take much.
Please,
it's me. But yeah, I mean, I try to do all this with my kids. It's it sometimes may be harder because you gotta go out of your way a little bit more. But
yeah, I think I missed the boat earlier in life.
Yeah, I definitely
with them.
What you talking about?
With my kids when they were younger. The older two kids when they were younger. The older kids when they were much younger.
But we didn't.
And we were younger, of course.
Yeah, but we didn't know about these things. So I mean, I'm pretty sure we still did all 5, but maybe we could have did a more or
more intentional when you know. Yeah, like when you're educated about it.
Yeah,
you got that.
Yeah, because it becomes a more quality way of doing it then when you know about it.
Yeah, and you can be more intentional, and you can say, okay, this, you can identify that this is that kid's love language. This is that kid's love language.
Yeah,
whatever. That's just like in my first marriage, I would say, because that's the only other real relationship I ever had, other than what we have. And I didn't know about love languages. I just loved in my way, and even like with friendships and stuff like that. That's another thing. We have to know the friends that's close to us. We probably need to know their love languages, because sometimes we feel a way when our friends don't do a certain thing that we will.
Yeah.
But then they may do a different thing that's in their love language, and we doing the thing we're expecting them to do a thing that's in our love language, and that we actually act out of our love language. So we're like, okay, I do these things for my friends and different things like that, but you're doing it out of your love language. So if
I think that'd just be a woman thing with love language. I ain't gonna be like, dog. I mean, hey man, I know that your love language with words of affirmation. So I mean, I appreciate you, dog. I don't think she come out like that.
Oh,
that might just be a woman.
But y'all might not think about it in that way, but you probably do those things without knowing, because I done heard you say to people, like a lot of people, I appreciate, like if they did something kind to you, for you or something,
yeah, no doubt.
You might be like, appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's right.
But then it could be different, because like, as you like to spend a lot of time with me, you don't spend a lot of time with friends.
Nah, not really. They better catch me online.
Well, you do on that game though.
Meet me in Al Mazrah. Steve know where to find me. I told him where I be at.
Right on that whatever that game you play.
I told him where I be at.
But yeah, so I don't know, with friends it's like that. I mean, yeah, I think you're right though. That's more like maybe women more emotional when it comes to things of that kind of nature with each other. But
I do some
men and their romantic relationships definitely want to be loved with their love language. In their romantic relationships, you definitely want to, because that's how you feel loved.
Yeah,
definitely. And a man
and it feels good to be appreciated.
A man or a woman, anybody who love language is words of affirmation, and the person that they with always putting them down or using words to tear them down, that's gonna really drive a wedge. That's gonna really hit them, bad, because in a bad place, because if you got words of affirmation as a love language, and that's how you show, that's how I feel love. But every time I turn around, you throwing insults at me, criticizing me.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a problem.
That's gonna be a huge problem.
Yeah.
Out throwing out them daggers like that.
Because
what's that's gonna prove?
Can you imagine?
What's that gonna solve? How is that gonna make anything better by putting somebody down?
Yeah.
So I mean.
But can you imagine a narcissist with a person who love language is words of affirmation?
God dog. That person gotta be suffering. And they're out there.
Remember,
they are out there.
What was that we was watching when the girl, the Fatal Attraction, the series, when the way her parents were, especially her dad,
the father,
or whatever, and how he like one minute it was like saying something nice to her, the daughter, and then the next minute it was like he was just going in on her like daggers, you know what I'm saying, like boom, 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 and it was confusing, which caused her to grow up and have a mental illness.
There was no kind of love there.
Yeah,
it was all like the father was selfish and he was cheating on the mother and getting the daughter involved with it,
and having the daughter cover for him, taking her around we probably giving out spoilers.
Yeah, probably. But
sorry, y'all.
You should have watched it by now.
But love languages are very, very important.
It is important though. Yeah, it may sound kind of mushy, according to some people, but when you think about it, it really is important. And because some of the stuff you ought to do anyway, but when you recognize it, what it is and how to do it, and you just
do it.
You do it.
Now, since your love language is physical touch, did you get a lot of physical touch growing up? I mean, from your
love, yeah.
So a lot of hugs,
kisses, yeah. Okay. My mom, especially when I did something, came home with an A or something,
all right.
She showed how she was proud of me.
And words of affirmation is your second one, so she just told you she was proud of you and all that.
Yeah. Like she had, like last time she was here, she reflected back how when she wanted me to go to college, she expected me to go to college, and then it kind of broke her heart or whatever, or she felt some kind of way when I told her I was going to the Air Force instead. So she always felt I was this smart person, you know what I'm saying? And she didn't just reveal that.
Well, you did go to the Geek Force.
She didn't just reveal that to me when she was here last month, but growing up a lot, she would tell me, You know,
How smart you were?
just stuff like that. You know, she didn't say like, "Boy, you so smart," but I mean, she would just say it in different ways. You know, different ways.
Mm-hmm.
So you know,
Yeah,
definitely got that.
You're a smart fella. See
I
that
try to
word
be.
of affirmation?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not the sharpest spoon in the drawer, but I know a few things.
Yeah. So words of affirmation. Well, physical touch, quality time, receiving gifts.
Acts of
That's like
service.
you got like 3% on receiving gifts. And I can see that for you for real, because
Well,
you
you
really
know
don't
me.
give a darn about receiving no gifts.
You know me.
You don't be caring about receiving no gifts. But just because you don't care about receiving gifts doesn't mean that other people don't feel love when you give them gifts, that you shouldn't give other people gifts.
True.
Now, I see you don't give a darn about receiving gifts, so you doggone sure don't give a darn about giving. And that
I care about giving. I care about giving.
You care about giving, like you give to help people. Like you give
I mean, I will give
things, but I'm saying like gifts are not like, if you could go all your life with people being okay without you giving them a gift, you probably would. You probably would do random things for people, like randomly do things.
I would rather do that.
Acts of service type things,
that
or randomly like.
I'm more of an active service guy.
But
yeah,
the gift giving,
that is true.
You be trying to get out of Valentine's Day.
I sure do.
Are we doing gifts this Valentine's Day?
Didn't pagans create that? Do we really need a Valentine's Day? The man created that to get more capital.
Oh my God!
It's a capitalist country. Think about it.
Well, if that's the case, everything was created for that.
A lot of stuff was, I bet.
Yeah, majority of the stuff.
A capitalist country. You ain't nothing if you don't get your significant other something. But think about it though, you know, they plant that seed in everybody so they can get more money. You a piece of crap if you don't get nothing for your significant other. Especially, man, you better get something for your woman. Shoot, you better get your wife something for Mother's Day.
You better to show your appreciation for her bearing your children, and almost near birth is a near death experience.
And that's why your kids need to be getting you something. Making sure you good. Making sure you good. Because all we get is a half off of a gallon of paint.
Not you.
That's the only sales we have.
You get whatever you want if you say you want it for Father's Day. You just don't be wanting that.
That's true. You do be hooking me up.
And then when I do get you something, it got to be probably most of the time it got to be something that costs a few, $100 or something, and then you don't even use it. It'll be something you've been saying you wanted.
You're going to keep running that in the ground.
Yeah, because that's what you be doing. That's what you do.
No, I did that one time.
2 times. 2.
With the same?
Right. Nope, you do that smartwatch and that camera.
Oh. Well, I did use that camera more.
You used that camera. You took family pictures of us one time years ago. Then you lost whatever came with it.
No, because I did some little photography here and there. I was really trying to learn. I just never got into a class.
Yeah.
Or never took the time to go to YouTube U.
Yeah.
So that's my excuse.
Okay.
And I still got the camera.
But all right.
But I gave you to watch it. Sell.
All right. So
you can get your watch.
With that being said, we are I have a book launching on this coming Saturday. Set Me Free. My memoir will be out for the world to see. Yes.
Set Me Free.
So it's on pre-order. Y'all can go order it. You can order the ebook on Amazon. You can order. I will put my link to my website in the comments here. And so y'all check it out. Y'all check out Set Me Free. Yeah. For real. I'm excited, guys.
It's a good, interesting read.
Yep. Yeah. And so with that being said, check it out. And don't forget to know your love language, know your partner's love language, your kids' love language, your friends' love language, and be intentional.
Yes.
About applying those things.
And I challenge all of y'all to do something, find out their love language, and do something for those most closest to you. This week. Do it. And
that's our episode. It's just being the Joneses.
Hey.
And we out.
Later.